Yeah, Malavika, rejoin Malavika. When your voice is not audible. Yeah, Abigail, why have we joined late, Abigail? Always late. What about yesterday's class? Did you go through? Oh. Yes, Malavika rejoin. We'll start trigonometry. Today, trigonometry revision. This Friday or Saturday? Friday, mostly Friday, I'll be conducting test students. So, trigonometry revision. Turn on the videos. All of you keep the videos on. Don't turn it off. Angel online, Bhargavi Angel. Shall we start, students? Okay. Yeah, let Malavika join. Malavika, audible now? Able to hear? Okay, before we start this, before revision, we'll just quickly revise these concepts. I want all of you to solve, students. Don't have to make a note of this, I'll just explain. Fine. A basic, you'll know the basic rule. It starts from sine, cos, tan, cot. Sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse, all those formulas. And what about table? All of you are fine with the table? Well, how to write the table, right? From the beginning. So just remember sine, cos, tan, students. Sine, cos, tan. This is the order. Sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. Okay, left hand side reciprocal relation. Remember this. Left hand side reciprocal. And only cot and tan as both reciprocal and complementary. For cot and tan, reciprocal and complementary is same. Reciprocal meaning if I take sine 25 degrees. If you want to reciprocate, it becomes 1 by cosec. Sine becomes 1 by cosec 25. The angles will not change. Angle is the same, 25 degrees. This is reciprocal relation. Okay, when you talk about complementary, sine 25 degrees. Complementary of sine 25 is, see the arrows are like this. Arrows are like this. This is complementary angle. Sine 25 complementary is cos 90 minus 25. 90 minus 25 65. So the answer is sine 25 is cos 65 degrees. So right hand side reciprocal, left hand side reciprocal, right hand side complementary. Next tables. Degree anything apart from 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 you have to use mathematical table, student. They'll give a separate book. Okay, even for 30, 60 degree you can use, no problem. See 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Just memorize sine and tan. The other things are easy to solve. What is sine value? Tell me all the sine values. All of you will respond. What are sine values, students? Yes. Here of 1 by root 2 next. Root 3 by 2 and 1. Cos is just the reverse of this. So you all write it later. Cos is reverse. Tan. Memorize tan. Tan it starts from 0. Then 1 by, what do we get? 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3. Then this 1 as it is and root 3. Undefined. Mostly undefined we don't use, students. 90 degree tan 90 we don't use. Undefined. Cot is just the opposite of that. Reverse. Okay, write it in reverse order. That becomes cot. Next, sec. Reciprocal. Use reciprocal relation for sec. Sec will be the reciprocal of cos. Yes. So for cos, first I'll write opposite value. You get 1 here. You get root 3 by 2. 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 and 0. For heights and distance, remember only tan, students. I'll mark it. Next, for sec it is reciprocal. If cos is 1, sec is also 1. What is sec 30? Root 3 by 2 becomes 2 by root 3. Yeah, 2 by root 3. Next, root 2. 2 and undefined. Cosec will just be the opposite of this. Okay, reverse. Write it in reverse order. That is cosec. Now, when it comes to trigonometry table, you have to remember only these three formulas. Most important concept, these three. 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degree. If it is 30, use 1 by root 3. For 45, 1, and for 60, root 3. Okay, this was table, trigonometry table. Next, square relation. Most important part is square relation. Before that, what is a plus b into a minus b? B into a minus b is a square minus b square. Yes, you should know even the opposite. A square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Based on this, we have square relation. Sine square theta plus. Only for sine and cos it is plus. Cos square theta is equal to 1. Next, what is the next relation? Sec and which one? Minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Then cosec. Cosec square theta minus cot. This is the order we need to write. You can't write cot square theta minus cosec, student. This is wrong. Remember, you can't write it like this. This is wrong. Go through this order. Only for these two, you can directly apply a square minus c. They look like a square minus b square concept. So if you take sec square theta minus tan square theta, or let me take cosec square theta, a square minus b square, you can write it as cosec theta plus cot theta into cosec theta minus cot theta. All of you are thorough with this square relation. Is it clear? Yeah, reciprocal complementary square. Along with that, one algebraic formula, students. That is a square minus b square concept. Next. And along with that, you have two more formulas. I think you all are aware of this. A plus b the whole square, a minus b the whole square. Next, important concept, a cube plus b cube. What is a cube plus b cube? A plus b into, what's the formula? Minus, minus ab. Yeah, Kia, is it 2ab or ab? A cube minus b cube. Students say nothing. So say something. Tell me some formulas. You know what is a cube minus b cube? What is a cube minus b cube formula, Kia? What's the formula, students? A minus b, a square plus b plus ab. Everything is positive. Okay, so these are the formulas. Don't get confused with a plus b the whole cube. A plus b the whole cube is totally different. What's a plus b the whole cube? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. A minus b the whole cube is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. All these are totally different. Just memorize this, students. Go through this quickly. Algebra formulas, square relation, reciprocal relation, complementary angles. What else? Trigonometry table. Okay, these students are answering. Angel, why is the video turned off? Angel, turn it on, keep it on. Cecilia, Angel, Anya. All of you done? Shall we start solving the question, students? Okay. Look at first preference. Write down the order. Always go with reciprocal relation. No, I missed out a special formula. Tan and cot has a special formula. What is tan theta and cot theta? Sin divided by sin theta by cos. And for cot it is cos theta by sin theta. So starting go with reciprocal. 80 to 90% of the question we try to convert into sin and cos, students. Trigonometry, just convert into sin and cos. Everything depends on the right hand side. Just check what they've asked on the right hand side. Based on that, you convert it. So take down this order. Complementary is very rare. Complementary, start with reciprocal relation. Always start with reciprocal. Before the check square relation. Square. Okay, square relation, reciprocal, then a square minus b square concept. Fine. Square relation, reciprocal, a square minus b square. If the cube is a cube or b cube, according to that we solve. This is the order. So try to include all these four concepts. Okay, reciprocal, square, only these four. We'll start solving the question. Take down the first. This is 2026. All of you will write this question in bracket, mention it as 2026. First I'll ask you a few questions. Later you all can start, students. Write it as 2026. We'll solve last 10 years questions. So copy the question, let me know. Yes, Angel, can you explain this? How do you solve this, Angel? Yeah, how do you solve this question? What is given on the right hand side? Which one should we solve? Left hand side or right hand side? Left hand side. Don't mute the call until you complete. Don't mute it. How do you solve this? Tell me the logic. How do you solve? Keep your call unmuted. How do you solve this? How do you solve, Angel? How do you solve this question? You know or you don't know? Tell me what you get. Okay, cos theta minus cos theta 1 by sin theta. Thank you. The next, pretty quick. Next step. Correct. Tell me why are you doubtful? So if you take LCM, what do you get? Cos theta, right? Next square theta plus. Okay, next, what's the next step, students? How do we solve this? Square is given, right? Reciprocal is done. Now we have square here. How do you convert this square? When cos square is given, cos square theta, all of your answers. Cos square theta is what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. How do I get 1 minus cos square theta? What am I supposed to shift this? Yes, we shift cos square theta to the right hand side, it becomes minus cos square. This is 2026 question. Solve this, all of you will complete it. Why is your video turned off, Angel? Keep it on. Your answers are correct, you're answering, but your video is turned off. Turn it on. Converted, students. You get sin square theta. All of you will solve this. Don't copy. Kia, stop copying from the screen. You do it. You try it on your own. Delhi solving. Don't copy from the screen, students. You all try it. And when I'm teaching, listen. Or some student, if Angel was answering, you all should have listened. Listen out. All later, you all can try. Yeah, keep solving, students. Just a minute. All of you completed, student. Did you all complete? Got the answer? Okay, next one. Just a minute. Abigail done. Anya Abigail completed. What's the answer, students? 1 minus cos square theta can be written as theta by cos theta, and this one theta by sin theta. They're given a very simple question. So 1 sin theta and 1 sin theta will get cancelled. Cos and 1 cos will get cancelled. What is left? Theta into cos theta. This is 2026. So we'll solve around 8 to 10 years, students. Previous, you just compare. You just check which are the questions are difficult. 2026, now 2025. Yeah, make a note of this. This is 2025. Write this question. This was a good question. 2025. What's the value given in the denominator, students? What's the square? Degree, square or cube? Cot A plus tan A minus 1. I had given it for last week's test. Sin A plus cos A divided by sin cube A plus cos cube A is equals to sec A into cosec A. Write it as 2025. 4 marks question. Shall we start solving? Done? Okay, right hand side, what is given, students? Right hand side we have, all of you will respond. Second cosec, right? Secant A and cosecant. What is the reciprocal of sec and cosec? 1 by cos A. And for cosec, what you will get? 1 by sin A. So left hand side, if after solving everything, make sure you have cos and sin, students. Left hand side, you should convert everything in terms of cos and sin. If you get this cos and sin on left hand side, right? If you reciprocate, you'll get this answer. Okay, so based on this, we'll solve. First thing, look at the degrees. Degrees are important. If it is square, use square relation. What's the degree here? Square or cube? All of you will respond. What's the degree, students? Degree is cube, right? What kind of formula is that in the denominator? A cube plus b. Keep cot A into tan A minus 1 as it is and the numerator as it is. Convert the denominator, all of you. Delicia, what is A cube plus B cube formula? Okay, tell me how will you convert this in terms of whatever you told? What is A plus B? Sin A plus cos A next. Hmm. Correct. Correct, Alicia. Is it minus A minus B or minus A into B? What's the formula? A square plus B square minus AB, right? So what should I write here? Plus cos theta or into cos theta? Into cos A, right? Into cos. Which one gets cancelled? Should be quick, Alicia. We have saw a lot of questions. These two gets cancelled. Don't mute the call until you complete. Okay. Next, me the next one. The denominator. What is? Tell me. How do you solve? See, without logic, you cannot solve this, students. Once again, left hand side, what I told you all. Maximum, what kind of value you should have? 1 by sin and what did I tell you all? 1 by cos A. What's the degree for sin and cos? What's the degree for this? Is it square? For this, is it square? The degree is 1. So maximum left hand side, you should have sin and cos, degree is 1. Okay, remember this one, degree is 1. But here we have degree 2. Is there any concept for this? How do you convert this? What is sin square A plus cos square A? 1. So what do you get? 1 minus where sin square, Delicia? What are you answering? Into? Okay, then what do you do? What's the next step? Tell me what's the next step? You don't know? Others try, students, others do it. Tell me, Delisha, what did I tell? Left hand side you should only sin and cos. We have cot and tan, right? How do you convert cot and tan? What's the special formula I gave for cot and tan? Hmm. For cot, correct. What you told is correct. What about cot? Then why you're not answering? Why are you silent? You want to skip this chapter? Minus this numerator or denominator? Denominator, any changes? No, right? You can't change. Next, what do you do? Be quick, Delicia. I told we need only sine and cos. With respect to that, what do you do? We need only sine and cos. How do you solve this? Cos by sin is given, sine by cos is given. How can we cancel? Is it multiplication in between? See, you give all wrong answers, but during exam test you're getting it right, Delicia. That's the reason I'm asking. For test, each and every step is correct. How is it possible? When I ask during the class, you're giving wrong answer. Is it possible to cancel it like this when there is plus in between? Why you're not following the basic rule? How do you solve this question? Can we cancel 2 and 2? Then what do you do? When there is plus, when there is plus, what do you do? 2 plus 1, 3, 3, 5. Is it correct? Is it correct? You don't know the concept of LCM? Hmm? And how is this correct? Is it 3 by 5? Is 3 by 5 the answer? Others solve this, students. Completed. Yeah, right. Do it, Alicia. See, if you want, you learn, or just skip this chapter. Others do it, students. Take LCM and solve this. Yeah, Cecilia, how did you solve this, Cecilia? When you when there is plus in between, what do we do, students? That's what LCM denominators are different. We cross multiply, right? How do you take LCM? Let Cecilia answer. Keep this minus as it is, student. Just take LCM for this. This cos square A, right? Cos gets multiplied. Cos square A plus denominator sin square A. Sin A into cos A. Just keep sin A into cos A, students. See, I've told you all when denominators are different, just as minus 1. What will you do with minus 1? There is no denominator. Take it as 1. Again, take LCM for these two. What's the LCM, student? Denominators are different. Denominators are different. Just cross multiply. What is 1 into cos square A plus sin square A? It remains the same. Right? This remains the same. Cos square A minus sin square. Minus. When you cross multiply, what do you get? Sin A into cos A. And denominator? Denominator we have sin A into cos A. Divided by this denominator. 1 minus sin A into cos A. Right? It completed till here. Is Ruth completed? Abigail, Bhargavi, done? So this cos square A plus sin square A or sin square A plus cos square A, both are 1, students. 1 minus sin A into cos A divided by sin A into cos A. Okay, like this. Or if you're getting confused, do one thing. There are two denominators, students. Two denominators. I've told you whenever we have AB divided by C, which one gets multiplied to C? A or B, which one gets multiplied? What is? A divided by B into C. B gets multiplied with C. I don't know what you all practice, students, giving all wrong answers. For this, you get A divided by BC. If you have two denominators like this, B divided by C. Now, where are the two denominators? In numerator or denominator? Denominator. In denominator, we have two denominators, so C would go to A. A into by B. If both have two denominators like this, then you can rewrite like this: A into B, AB into D into C. So A into D, B into C. Definitely, all will make mistakes, student. The reason you're not sending homework questions, I'm not able to check. So only weekly test you're attending, or weekly once I'll send homework questions. That's it. So without practice, if you're directly doing tests, definitely you'll go wrong. You'll get to know after your first unit test. You'll get to know if you're not practicing it. During class, you might think it is easy to solve. Only when you do it in the test, you'll have that pressure. Okay, this is how you solve. When there are two denominators, take it in the denominator. Now the same concept, we have two denominators here. Take this in the numerator. So we have 1 minus sin A into cos A divided by sin A into cos A into, there's already a denominator, 1 minus sin A into cos A. Which one gets cancelled? Which value gets cancelled? 1 minus sin cos A gets cancelled. So we are left with 1 by sin A into cos A. If you reciprocate, this is what I told you all in the beginning. Remember I told you all we need 1 by sin and 1 by cos? This is the logic. Obviously this will give you this, students. If you reciprocate, it becomes into cos A. So even before solving, you should think right hand side we have, left hand side you should definitely have 1 by sin and 1 by cos. This is what I was talking about. And later you can convert this. 4 marks question. Make a note, all of you. Kia done, Angel Kia. Delicia completed. Okay, next question. Tell me the MCQ question, students. We'll solve few MCQ question. Look at 2024 MCQ. I've sent this in the group. You can practice it later. Statement 1 and statement 2. They've asked which one is true and which one is false. Valid meaning is true. Okay, which one is valid? Which is true, students? Is the first one correct? What's the square relation for sine square theta plus cos square theta? Is it 1? So first one is true, right? First one is true. In MCQ, if they give two questions like this, just use true or false concept. Next, what is cosec square theta, students? Is it minus cot square or plus cot square? Is it true? Second one is false. Valid and invalid. Second one is invalid. So what's the answer, students? Which option? Only one, only two, both one and neither one or two. The answer is only one. This is how we get MCQ question. If both were false, if both were invalid, then what's the option? Neither? Yes, neither one nor two. If both were correct, if at all they had given minus here, cosec square theta minus cot square, both would have been true. Option C is the answer. Understood? Try the second question. All of you all, 1 plus sine theta, sine A into 1 minus sine A. Be quick. Which formula can we apply here, students? Which concept? How does this look like? Check, both are same, right? 1 and sine, there is plus and minus. So which formula? A plus B, A square minus B square. What is A square minus B square? 1 square minus sine square A. What is 1 square minus sine square? 1 square is 1 minus sine square. If you convert this, what do you get, students? There are four options given. Which is the right answer? Option D. Shall we solve the third one? Third question? Yeah, just put MCQ. All of you just MCQ question. Questions you can write it later. Okay, third question. 1 minus 1 plus sin A sin theta plus 1 divided by 1 minus sin theta is equal to 2 sec square theta. Okay, right hand side, what do we have, students? Right hand side we have sec, right? What is the reciprocal for sec? We need to get what is given here, cos, and we have a number. Now, before that, most of you are getting confused with LCM question. Look here, I'll tell you one thing. Delisha, respond. Delisha, unmute the call. Delisha and Anya, unmute the call, students. See, 1 plus 1, do they have denominator? Do they have denominator? No, right? To solve this question, what is 1 plus 1? You get 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. When there is no denominator, you can add it directly. In the same way, when you multiply 2 into 2, you get 4. But when you have denominator 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2, can you add them directly? Then you take LCM. Is the denominator same or different, students? Same or different? If, if it is different, what I told you, we need to, what is 2 twos are? 2 twos are 4 plus 3 ones are 3. And these two I should write it together, right? If I want to write together, does it mean 32? Is it correct? It is 3 into 2, right? What is 3 into 2? 6. This is the concept we apply. Whenever you have 1 by sine theta plus 1 by cos theta, both are different. Multiplied together. Sine theta, cos. All of you will concentrate. Important concept. Sine theta, cos theta. Get multiplied here, cos theta. There is plus in between. Plus sine theta. Understood? So the denominator is same. 2 plus 1 divided by 3 and 3. If the denominators are same, we don't need to call. Take this as it is. Numerator, what is left? 2 plus, no, 2 plus 1. Is it clear? Yeah. If denominator is not same, this is how we do. Just follow your basics to do whatever you studied from 1 to 7th or 8th standard. Just follow those basic concepts. Next, 1 by sin theta plus cos theta by sin theta. Is the numerator same or different? Denominator. Denominators are same. We don't have to take LCM. Just put sin theta here. Numerator, write 1 plus cos theta. Or remember if tan theta is given here. Tan theta. Just write tan theta, theta plus cos theta. Numerator write as it is. Denominator write only once. Okay, this is how we solve. And for multiplication, addition, we take LCM. When there is multiplication, 1 by sin theta into sin theta divided by cos theta. Now which one? Which one can we cancel? All of you will respond, students. Whenever there is multiplication, you can write it together. 1 into sin theta divided by sin theta into which one can we cancel? Sin theta and sin theta. What is left? 1 by cos. Yes. Try this. Take LCM and try this. Okay, we'll try this later, students. Take break up to 12:30. 8 minutes. We'll continue at 8:30. I mean 12:30. Take 8 minutes break. Break. All of you will stop writing. After break, we'll continue. All of you online, shall we continue with this? Okay, what about the denominator, students? Is it same or different? Denominators. It should be exactly the same. Are the signs same? Plus and plus? No. If it was plus, you could have written it like this. See, directly you could have written 1 by sine. If both were same, just take the numerator, you would have got 2 plus 1 by sine theta. Right? But here we have plus and minus, students. They are different. If they are different, what did I tell you? Cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you get 1 minus sine theta plus, what's the next one? In bracket. Yes, in bracket you can write 1 plus sine theta. And denominator 1 plus sine theta into, write it together, 1 minus sine theta. How does the denominator look like? What is 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine? Yes, that is denominator value, a square minus b square. So 1 square is 1 minus sine square theta. Numerator, what do you get when you open the bracket, students? 1 plus sine theta. Always make sure you write it in bracket. Sometimes the signs will change. Open the bracket, what do you get? Plus 1, plus into plus is plus sine theta. Which one gets cancelled here? Which value gets cancelled? Hmm? Minus sign and plus sign. What is 1 plus 1? 2. Right hand side, did we get almost 2? What is required, student? Sec is required. We need cos. What is 1 minus sine square theta in denominator? Square relation. What is 1 minus cos square theta? You get cos square theta. When you reciprocate this, you get 2 divided by 1 by sec square theta. I told you all, when there are two values like this, students, b plus c, two denominators, c will get multiplied. Okay, c would get multiplied. Therefore, this one goes top, it becomes 2 theta divided by 1. Ignore 1. This is the answer. So sometimes MCQ, they'll ask you to derive left hand side is equal to right hand side. One more question. All of you completed? Shall we do the next one? Okay, fine. What is Kia doing? Kia and Angel are solving, students. Next question. Same concept, third one. Okay, third one take LCM, not third one, fourth one, students. Fourth one take LCM and try to convert it. Fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, we'll try the fourth one. MCQ question. How do you solve the fourth? 1 by 1 plus 1 plus tan square theta divided by 1 plus sec theta is equal to sec theta. Right hand side we have sec theta. So left hand side, what do you convert? Most of the values have to convert into what, students? You have to convert into sec, right? How do you all solve this? Who can answer? How do we solve? Yes, response, students. You don't have to convert into sine and cos. Right hand side we have secant. How do you solve? What's the next step? Okay, what do you get when you cross multiply, Amy? Hmm. Plus, yeah, tan square theta. Denominator, this remains as it is, right? Okay, after this, it's obviously tan, right? Left hand side, we need only sec theta root. How do you convert, student? Left hand side need only sec theta. Okay. Or tan square is given. Just ignore all this. Ignore all this. What is tan square theta? What's the formula? Sec square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1. I need I need positive. No, no. What are you answering, Amy? First, listen. What did you say? Why sin square theta is required? Right hand side, do we have sin and cos? What is given here? We have plus tan square, right? So from this formula, just tell me how do you take tan square, students? This is minus tan square. Goes to other side, 1 gets shifted this side, right? What do you get? Sec square theta minus 1. Is this clear? All of you are understood? So before taking LCM, remember keep 1 as it is, students. Tan square theta. What should I write in place of tan square theta? Sec square theta minus 1 divided by 1 plus sec theta. Now how do I convert this? How does it look like, students? A square minus b square. What is a square minus b square? A plus b into what? Can I write this here in place of this? 1 plus sec theta plus 1 into sec theta minus 1 divided by 1 plus sec theta. Which one gets cancelled? Tell me which one gets cancelled. Nobody understood this? You all didn't understand how to solve? Which one gets cancelled, students? Which value gets cancelled here? These two gets cancelled, right? What is left? 1 plus sec theta minus 1. What is 1 plus 1 and minus 1? Even they get cancelled. What's the answer left? Amy, you told sine and cos, right? Right. No, no, that is correct. You can try sine and cos. This is the easiest one. You understood how to solve? Now tell me sine and cos if you want to convert into sine and cos. What is tan square? Sine square theta plus divided by 1 plus 1 by, yeah, what is the sec theta? 1 plus 1 by cos theta. Keep this as it is. Sine square theta divided by cos square theta. When you take LCM, what do you get? No, not cos square theta, not cos square, just cos theta, right? Divided by cos. You can solve, students, not an issue. It is too lengthy. Okay, let me solve it. There are two denominators. Keep 1 plus as it is. How do you convert this, Amy? Sine square theta by cos square theta multiplied by, how do you rewrite this? Cos theta plus 1. How many cos value can we reduce? One cos value gets reduced, right? So 1 plus, right hand side, what do we have in the main question? Is it cosec or sec theta? It's given as secant, right? Sec theta, what is the reciprocal of sec theta? 1 by. So left hand side maximum, all the values you have to convert into what? Cos. What sine square? Yes. What is sine square? No, no. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, right? If I need cos square theta, what happens to this? If I need just sine square theta, what happens to cos square theta? Correct. 1 minus cos square theta. Doesn't it look like a square minus b square? So how can I write this? 1 minus cos theta into cos theta, right? Multiplied by, no, multiplied by nothing. Divided by what? What else? We have into, which one gets cancelled, right? Then, do you think this is easy? I mean, which one is lengthy to solve? This is not easy. This is very lengthy, student. You can solve cos and sine. Look how complicated. For 1 mark, you keep doing like this. It's of no use. Okay, let me convert it. 1 plus 1 minus cos theta divided by cos theta. You have it like this, students. So when there are two denominators, I've told you what to do. 1 plus as it is, you can write this as 1 plus cos theta minus cos theta divided by cos theta. What is cos theta divided by cos theta? 1, right? 1. So we have 1 plus 1 by cos theta becomes sec theta minus 1. These two gets cancelled. Now we get sec theta. Look how tough it is, students. So when I'm teaching, listen, follow the instructions and solve it. If not in exam, by mistake you solve with sine and cos, you're going to waste your time. Look here. And I saw a lot of students when the video is turned on, when I'm teaching or writing, when I write something, even you're making notes. Notes is not important. You write even 1,000 sums. End of the day, you're not going to revise all the 1,000. You should know the concept, students. If you know the concept, you can do it on your own. Not just sitting and copying. I saw Kia writing it like that. Bhargavi, not Bhargavi. Not question Kia. Even after that, how long will you copy the question? I saw you many times. Oh, no. Okay. So don't write it when I'm teaching students. This is not theory subject. You can't learn it later. Having the notes, you can't learn it later. It is impossible. So what is the logic here? We have sec theta. If you try sine and cos, you have to convert it twice. It looks so lengthy. And for 1 mark, you shouldn't waste your time solving such a lengthy question. Okay. And keep in mind, board exams will last. Whatever you struggle from 1 to 9th standard, this is your last attempt. 10th. 10th board exam is the final. Just a minute. Try, try the next one, all of you. Make a note of this, go through this, and try the next one. Fifth question, all of you try the fifth one, students. Okay, I'll explain fifth one. It has a square value. Tomorrow, mostly I may conduct evening. Morning, I have some work. Evening, what time do you have class, students? Do you have any other class evening? Evening, you all don't have any class? Right? No, no, before that, I can 5 to 6, 6 to 4 to 5, 5 to 6. So tomorrow, one day I'll be conducting from 6 to 7:30, students. Tuition is evening, 6 to 7:30. Make a note tomorrow it's in the evening, 6 to 7. That all of you completed this question? Done? Try the fifth question. Tan theta into square root of 1 minus sine square theta is equal to what? They've given you 4 questions. Is equal to what? Simple question. What is given in the square root, students? What is given in square root? All of you respond. What is given in square root? 1 minus. Whenever 1 minus is given, always go with a square minus b square, students. 1 can be written as a square minus b square. What is a square minus b square? All of you respond. What is a square minus b square? A plus b into a minus b. If I write a plus b into a minus b, am I able to cancel the square root here? Does it get cancelled? Then what's the other option? What's the other option we have? Square is given. Very good. You use square relation. What is square relation? Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. What is given here? 1 minus sine square theta. From this formula, how do you make 1 minus sine square theta? If you shift sine to the other side, what do we get? 1 minus sine. So what should I replace 1 minus sine square theta with? I should replace by cos square theta. Whenever you have questions like this, what's the answer for this, students? When we have root and square, what's the answer? Square and will get cancelled. The answer is 3. Or even if it is like this, it's the same concept. Root and square will get cancelled. The answer is 3. Now tell me which one gets cancelled. Tell me which one. You can just write a note. Beside this question, make a note. Square root of x is equals to x. Root and root will get cancelled. X square root is also same, is equal to x. Root and 2 will get cancelled. In the same way, this root and 2 will get cancelled. You have tan theta into cos theta. What is tan theta? When you simplify, what is tan theta value? Sin theta divided by cos theta. Cos theta gets cancelled. Sin theta is the final answer. Write it as previous year question. Tomorrow we'll solve 3 marks and 4 marks questions. Wednesday, Thursday I'll make you all revise GST, students. Banking, will you all revise it on your own for Saturday's test? Banking chapter. Banking is easy, students. Banking and even heights and distance. So 4 chapters. We have completed 4 chapters. All 4 I'll conduct on Friday or Saturday for 50 marks. One test for 50 marks. Quick, quick. There's one more question left. Sixth one, 2001. Shall we try the next one? Last question. Try the last one, students. I'll give you all 3 questions for homework. Complete that. Prove that 1 minus cos square theta divided by 1 plus sin theta. Same question. See, 2021 and 22. I mean 2001. I think this is 2000, not 1, 2021. 2021 and 2022 a similar question, students. Instead of cos, they had given tan. Fine. How do you solve this? Is equal to sin theta. We need to prove this. So keep 1 minus as it is. How can we write cos square, students? What is cos square theta? 1 minus theta. So 1 minus sine square theta, whenever 1 minus sine square theta, all of you remember this, sine square theta, 1 minus cos square theta, or 1 minus cot square theta, 1 minus cosec square theta. When you get any value like this, 1 minus 4, 1 minus 4x square, for all this you can convert into square, students. 1 is a perfect square number. So this you can write it as 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta. Don't write, just listen, 1 minus sine theta. This you can write it as 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. Same. This you can write it as 1 minus cot theta, a minus b into a plus b, or a plus b into a minus b. Anything is fine. Okay. In the same way, how do I write this numerator now? Tell me numerator, students. 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 plus sine theta. Which one gets cancelled here? Which value gets cancelled? Yes. So what is left? Island. Tell me the next step. 1 minus 1 minus sine. No, no, wrong, wrong. It's in bracket. You should write it in bracket. 1 minus, bracket is left, right? Like this. Open the bracket, what do you get? Minus into 1 is minus 1. Minus into minus is plus sine theta. Minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. Sine theta is equal to sine theta. Okay, I've sent this image in the group. I'll mark 3 questions. I want all of you to complete 3. Look, you're in 10th standard students, so each and every time I can't keep sending message to your parents saying that you're not attending on time, not sending questions. This is board exam. We all have to, you should take the responsibilities and do it. I'll send 3 questions. If you'll want, you'll do it, or just ignore your wish. Okay. I was fed up of telling you all to send test paper, homework, turn on the videos. I'll teach each and every concept. If you all want, you'll study, make notes, do it. If not, just ignore your wish. Take down the questions. Once you complete, take down the question. Try the 7th one. 7th one, 8th one. Numbers are already given here. 7th question, 8th question. All of you will complete it. Done. Okay. Mark the questions. Seventh one and eighth one, students. Seventh one and eighth one. And in 4 marker question, 25th question. There is a cube value here. Cube question 25 and 26. 4 questions. I'll write it here. Question 7, 8. Question 25 and question 26. Okay. Those who want, do it and send it. I'll check. If not, you can just ignore. That's it for today. You all can leave. Attend at 5 o'clock tomorrow, students. Not 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow. Evening at 6 o'clock. All of you all can leave. Bye, all of you. You all can leave. Attend at